This box has got a little beat up. So I returned the Oofos Plus clog in the 12s. If you saw that video, this got wet. The 12s were giant on me. So when I started that exchange, like the next day, they came out with this collab, this Tilit Collab. Oh, I'm gonna have to blur that. They came out with this Tilit Collab. And I had already started the exchange with like another pair of black ones in an 11. So I reached out to customer service and she was very kind. She canceled my initial exchange, so I was able to redo it and get the Tilits before they sold out. So that way I don't have to paint them myself. Because if you watch that video, I was talking about painting them myself. But now I don't have to. Look at these. Look at these. Awesome. Heck yeah, man. And because I wanted like a different colorway with, I guess, any of these. Any of the Oofos Plus. Because they just have the black and the chalk or whatever they call it. Sweet. These make me happy. And I was thinking about these too, like if I really like those and I want to make them a little more ventilated, I can drill holes in the front somewhere. I don't know where, but just with it being kind of marbled, I'm wondering if I could even cut. See, but it's mildly beveled where those holes are. So if I did it myself, like they wouldn't look as clean, you know? So I don't know, or I can just be patient and just wear them in cooler temps, or just sweat. I don't know, but yeah, these are sweet. These are sweet. All right, we can look at them real quick. And then I'll throw them on foot, but I don't need to do a full-length review on these because I already reviewed this model. So if you want a full-length review on the Oofos Plus clog, I'll throw the link up in the corner right here. You can reference that. Or I go in depth, pretty deep on those. So this one we're just going to take a quick look and throw them on and see how the fit is. So actually this will be more of a sizing video. So I'll make this the Oofos Plus sizing video, and then we'll make it the Tilit Collab. Alright, so we've got this really nice marbling going on. Kind of a taupe and a white with the black. Oh, that's nice. That's nice how it kind of came in right there. Like it's just not like chaos, you know? It actually has a bit of a pattern going on to it. That's kind of cool. Off hours. I don't know what Tilit is. Maybe I'll reference that and we'll do a description on that. Alright, so Tilit seems to be like a workwear supplier of chef coats and pants for culinary and restaurant-oriented apparel and uniforms. That seems to be the vibe I'm getting. When I had pulled up the Tilit collab on Oofos again, it had shown some cooks and stuff, so I'm guessing they're kind of marketing these clogs for like workwear, for like cooking and stuff, which actually would not be a bad pair of shoes to work in if you work in the restaurant industry. These pluses are pretty comfy, man. I wish they need to make a steel toe pair that I can wear to the factory. But all right, so that's what Tilit is. So workwear for the culinary industry. Tilit x Oofos. So they do a lot of collabs that I am unfamiliar with. Like looking back through their catalog at all of their other like collabs options that are all sold out, their collabs seem to sell out quick. I don't know what the majority of them are, you know, but I'm not really up to date with the fashion world. I'm kind of an ignoramus on the fashion world and the sports world. I'm very isolated, but I'm up to date on the foam footwear world, which is why you're watching. This kind of has a nice pattern to it also. So I'm guessing where the mold, well no, because the mold injection is down here. So I don't know. It's interesting how the marbling like effect works out. Because it's literally, it's blended in. Like I don't think this is surface, or is it? Or is there marbling surface? From my understanding, the marbling is done during the mold injection process. It's literally a different color mold that is, there's like pellets and stuff, and it melts. Well, at least this is how it is with plastic. It melts as it is getting prepped in the mold injection machine, and then when it gets like injected into the form, it kind of swirls. You know, like if you're just kind of mixing paint a little bit real lightly, it just kind of swirls in throughout the process. And the way it fills the mold, that's why you get, oh, where are they? Mold injection prints like this. How there's this vertical line coming down through the strap, because it's the way that the foam is injected into the mold. You know, if you think it's back here, so just think of a hollow, you know, being injected back here and filling up, and then that foam coming up equally, filling the strap, the hollow of the strap, and then creating that seam. So that's why we're getting this kind of effect within the marbling. You know, it's just really kind of organic as it's mixed in and injected in. But I'm curious though, with this pattern, how it seems more controlled. You know, like how are they doing this? Like what are they doing to create this type of effect? Which it almost makes me think, okay, all right, so the way, that's all it is. So the way this makes a seam right here, basically that seam is running right here. It's running along right there like a feather, you know? The way this is feathered out, that's like the stem. So that's the point in the hollow, in the mold, where it's like filling and it's meeting, because it's coming up. That makes sense. We solved it. We solved the puzzle. All right. So if it's coming up into the form down here, it's filling it like this way, and that's why it's creating that. Why it's creating that shape, because they're just meeting right here, just like on that strap. We had a nice defined line. This is our line through here. I think it cuts across somewhere, probably right down there. That's how we figured it out. And then when you get this type of confetti markings, that's the pigment settling onto the mold. You know, it's not being carried forward, and we're not getting these dragging lines with the pigment. It's the pigment reaching the end of reaching the wall of the mold and settling. Some models do that a little more than others. Let's see, all down here, it's that confetti type of that confetti type of look. There's a pair that I'm thinking of that is very, I don't know where those are. Here we've got a similar effect here with the what are these? These are the curry foam throws. So very similar effect. I'm guessing it's filling in like right here, because everything's kind of, you know, it's pointing in this direction. Similarly with that, it's like bleeding up in that direction. And that makes sense because there's our mold injection point on these. So it's starting here and it's filling it in this direction. Here's another one too, these Quicksilvers. There's our seam right there as the foam is filling up into the strap. It's pushing up in this direction. All right, that's the soft ride that I was thinking of. So that's there. See, we've got the same effect. These are really cool looking. I love the colorway on these. This is kind of a complementary color arrangement. You get visual vibrations off of these two colors together. The way it stimulates the cones in your eye, they vibrate within. They're both kind of achieving a certain similar effect within your eyes, and what creates color in your eyes, like your cones and your rods. It messes with the cones just being, because it's basically like a green and a red are complementary colors. So something with this, once you get into like more of a turquoise and more of an orangish red, real vibrant contrast created there. You can just see how that's almost electric, that line right there between those two colors. But anyways, this one has a really prominent kind of confetti. This one's almost gained like a camouflaging effect, the way it's pooled. But it's the same thing. That's what I was getting at, was this model. I remember this model being really prominent, and the way the pigment settled at the bottom of the footbed. So this one's cool. This is a nice marbling. But yeah, see, similar fill. So that's why these marbling slides and clogs all have this similar type of aesthetic to them, because it's all related to the production process of being mold injected. I imagine the only way that they could modify the form and the visual effect being created would be to create multiple mold injection points, so that you don't have the same type of pattern being created. You would get conflicting points, so then you might even be able to create like a swirling effect or something, you know, if you're able to like shoot them in at certain angles. But yeah. So, all right, enough on the foam marbling. That was fun though. All right, I think we just have to throw them on foot. I don't really know what else we need to say about these. I think I've rambled long enough about them. So again, if you want to like full review on these, check out that other video. Oops. All right. So I'm curious what collabs they're gonna do with the slides, because I can't imagine that these clogs. Okay, these work. These are good. I can't imagine that these clogs are outselling the slides. These are holding on to foot so much better too. Like, yeah, these are. I'm happy. I'm happy with these. All right, so sizing advice with the Oofos Cloog Plus clogs. If you are on a half size, I recommend going down. If you are on a whole size, you're probably okay going true to size. So I still have a little bit of toe room on these, and my heel is right where it needs to be, and I'm wearing socks too. So I've got about a ½ inch, about a thumb, all the way to about here, and then it kind of just naturally diminishes as my toe line kind of comes, and then my pinky toe is abutted up to the width. So I'm filling the width of these pretty good, but they don't feel tight or constricting. Like it's a good fit. It's a proper fit. And then I don't have much room on the strap either. Look at that. Here, let me show you. Like the strap is perfect. There's very little space between the top, between the, well, it's not even a strap, between the upper and my foot, which was one of my main issues with the 12s, because the this top part doesn't fit as tight as the slides do. The slides fit tight, like the strap. That's what holds you on foot. And this upper part was a lot looser on the 12s, and they were just floppy on me. They weren't staying on foot. So this is almost, I've got contact here. This is free floating kind of right through here. So that's good. That'll allow them to breathe just a little bit, having this channel right here. And then I've got contact over here. So between this right here and that right there, they're staying on foot pretty good. Like there's very little heel rise at all, just standing, even when I lift it up, because that top is low enough that I can't even get a finger in there. Look at that. That's perfect. All right, so yeah, definitely downsize is the win. Look at these. Look at these. They almost like glow. They don't, but just the way that white is kind of popping. These are awesome. These are awesome. All right, let's get some down low footage. These are good. These are good. The size is good on these. Sorry, I'm not very focused in this video. I'm talking about everything else. But these are perfect. These are perfect. I'm gonna wear these. These are not going back. I am keeping these, and I shall wear these. They are they're a little warm, but yeah, whatever. Whatever. It's an open clog, so you know, just wear them in cooler temps. I don't know if I could bring myself to punching holes in these. Even though it would be really easy, I would just need a drill, and I could literally just perforate the toe box area with just a few, but I don't know. I don't know. You know what I should do is I should map out the gibbets holes and cut gibbets holes in these and make them look like Crocs and literally put gibbets in them. Maybe Crocs should make a model like this with like the super thick midsole. That's not the crush clogs, because those crush clogs are hard underfoot. You know, you need something that's like soft and squishy like this. So these are fantastic. I'm a ginormous fan of these. I like how they look, I like how they fit, I like the comfort. Comfort's just as good as the slides. So these are great. These are great. All right, I don't know what else I have to glaze about these. Again, if I could do one thing, I would just put some, maybe some more ventilation holes. But, you know, that just makes them better for cooler climates. So, it's hard to make, like, you know, it's like the mellows. Like, these are amazing. These are amazing. But it's similar thing. They don't have good ventilation, so they get stuffy. So I'm just limited to wearing them in cooler climates. So, I mean, that is what it is. I just wear different footwear when it's warm out. So, I mean, we all like our fall and winter clothes and stuff. Like, if we really wanted to, we could wear them in the summer, but they're just going to be a little sweaty. So, I guess we shouldn't really try to change things that are made for something specific to fit something else. Or we can, but whatever. I don't know. I'm just rambling. You know what I could do? I could do like a top of the foot type of ventilation, like a cheese grater ventilation on the top right here. But I don't know. I more want it in the toe box. But anyways, we can end this video. I'm just off-topic rambling all video long. So whatever. This can be a casual, oriented, unorganized ramble of a video. I'm fine with that. We're good with that. All right. Enough of it, though. I can only do that for so long. All right, that's all I have to say about these. Down on a half size. That's about it. These are cool. They look good. They're comfy. They're just as comfy as the slides. But they're good for like cooler temps, you know? So I recommend them. I like them. Good job, Oofos. Maybe do some collabs with the slides now. All right, we'll see you guys. Like and subscribe. Thoughts and comments below. Let me know what you guys want to see. I've got a couple requests for some medical field oriented clogs, so we'll try to get those next. I also have a pair of reefs that have arrived. I'm staring at the box right now, but I'm back to work tomorrow, so those will have to wait until midweek, and then that's all I have going right now, so I'll try to get those medical-oriented clogs on order, but if there's anything else out there that you know of that might be okay for the channel, let me know and I'll try to get them, because right now I don't have a lot queued up. I'm hoping they come out with something. I'm hoping Adidas puts out something. So, I don't know, but, yep, alright, we'll see it. Thanks.